Okay, so as you can see, the HPI Baja 5B is now complete. Yeah, black bodywork, completely blacked out, smoked windows, pretty much complete how I want it to be. But there's a few things I think people need to consider when they're building this in terms of upgrade parts. So I'm just going to run through a few of those on this video. So the first one is the roof. So this little adaptation here just makes sure that the spark plug, as you can see, is no longer fouling on the roof. The standard roof that comes with the kit basically just sits on top of the spark plug. So if you've got a rollover situation or the buggy's upside down, literally the roof is going to be supported by the spark plug as well as the plastic roof. So I don't think that's particularly great. This is an RPM part. I think I probably got the last one. Maybe the last one in the world is available. They seem to be out of stock, out of manufacture. Managed to pick this up on eBay. It was shipped from America, but as you can see, it makes a big difference. There's a decent bit of clearance there underneath the spark plug, and the roof sits quite nicely on there. One thing I've done is just put in some smoked windows, so you can see the dark black windows. Again, these were from eBay. Pretty decent, about 15-20 quid. The only thing we had to do was just cut a little section out, which you can see there, just to make sure that the throttle linkage, if I just zoom in, just to make sure that the throttle linkage below didn't foul on the window. You don't really notice it, and it looks pretty good. These windows are quite good because they've actually got two fixings on the side. They're not fixed on this side, so in reality you can actually just lift the window up. They stay quite contained. They just sort of clip in underneath the bodywork here, so they won't open while the car's running, but you can get them open to get in access to either the carburetor or of course to the throttle and the choke. So there's a couple of things that I think people need to think about, and one that I need to do next is the sway bar. So at the back here you'll see the two sway bar connections just here on the SS kit. So it's just here and just here. When the car's running, I don't know how, but every now and again it just pings out. Doesn't matter how hard you tighten it, how much you tighten the fixings, they just ping out. So the next job is to try and find some extra mounting places there, probably some alloy pieces rather than plastic. So that's the next job. One thing that has been upgraded is the exhaust, which you'll see here. So the exhaust is an aftermarket, I guess you would call it a twisted exhaust. So it comes straight out the back. There is a spacer, crossflow spacer, X-flow spacer on the back. The exhaust just runs around in a sort of pigtail shape and then back out the back. Sounds really nice. I'll do some videos a bit later on about when the car's running and how it actually runs, but that exhaust was a big difference. Makes a big difference to the sound, but also just unleashes a little bit of the power from that engine a little bit more than the standard bolt-on exhaust. One thing I have done, which is going to be quite difficult to show, I guess, on this video, unless I can manage to get this side window open. Just bear with me a second. It's changed the throttle linkage. So the standard throttle linkage that comes with the Baja kit, I guess it's fine, but it has a plastic section which is really kind of quite weird. So you'll notice that this upgrade part is actually bolted through. So if I can just show, I'm not too sure if I can show that the right way around. Just under there, you'll see that that's actually screwed on. So just here you've got a screw through onto the throttle linkage, which I think is actually quite important, because the standard kit comes with a plastic clip, which every single time I used it came off. And obviously with these kits, these cars the way they are, you don't really want that throttle to be stuck open. You also don't want control over it when the car's running, otherwise you are going to get a runaway and this car's going to go missing. I'm not being funny, having spent probably what is now, with all the tools and all the various other bits and pieces on this car, maybe 1,500, 1,600 pounds of investment. You really don't want this car disappearing off on you when you're out with it. So that throttle linkage is a team twisted Yamadude throttle linkage. The brake at the back, you'll see, just fits like that, comes through and then bolts down underneath that front window. So that's again another thing that I think everyone needs to consider, because that's standard throttle linkage to me. was going to be something that was at some point going to go wrong. They're generally the main bits and pieces that I've done so far. There's a few things that I want to start thinking about doing over the course of the next couple of weeks. I have got a black roof on order, so to get rid of this alloy roof. I've got a black gloss roof on order to make sure that matches in with the rest of the black gloss. But yeah, so if anyone's got any comments or anything they want to see, just hit me up really. Put some comments in the comments box. Let me know what you want to see, what you want to know, if you've got any challenges with the build. Oh, sorry, I should just mention actually the rear wing. So CNC alloy black rear wing. The plastic one was okay with the kit, but again, vibrates around a lot. Fitment wasn't particularly great, didn't seem that robust. So yeah, this black alloy rear wing seems to fit really well. Aftermarket part, fits straight on, looks really nice, looks a lot better quality, and obviously a lot more robust. But yeah, so any comments, let me know. I'll continue to put some other videos up as and when I get a chance. But let me know what you want to see, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you soon. Bye.